Welcome to Windows on Dutch Culture. This is the first student-led conference by the School of Languages and Cultures at the University of Sheffield, and it is students, in particular students of Dutch, who will look at the concept culture. What is culture? What do we consider culture? And then we will zoom into Dutch culture specifically. We'll look at 4 different aspects of Dutch culture. This conference is a presentation moment of one of our 4th year modules called Questions of Culture. And it is the 4th year students that have entirely put together this conference. They put together the content, so they picked their own topic, they researched it and they present it, but they also sorted out the entire organisation of the event. So they booked the venue, they sorted out the lunch, they made sure there was registration, they sorted out the promotion, and they stayed within budget.
I think what characterises university study of languages is it's not just about the language, it's about the language in its cultural context. And I'm really pleased to see that coming out in the session themes that you've got going on today.
Taking up the matter of culture, I came to this country from another country as a fluent native speaker of English, but with no knowledge of the culture. I've been here 15 years and I'm still acquiring it. Haven't acquired it completely yet, but it does point out the difference between simply learning a language, taking a language module, and really getting into the depths of the culture.
Defining culture in economic and commercial terms might not be the worst idea in the world, because capitalism and class struggle and cultural identity are phenomena that do pertain to most of the societies and individuals today.
He's retired from his research now and he works as a lecturer in Maastricht. He did a lot of research on how to analyse cultures, and he believes that culture can only exist by comparison. So in order to analyse your own culture, you have to compare it to another.
Maxima's role in the royal family is mostly work associated with the integration of foreigners into the Netherlands, a process that she herself has gone through, having been born in Argentina.
Vintage Schippers, for example, creator of the peanut butter platform that was displayed at the Museum Boijmans van Beuningen, was made with over 2,000 jars of peanut butter. Schipper claims that his inspiration for his work is that life doesn't make sense.
The BVV set up a website where Dutch people can register their complaints about their East and Middle European neighbours, such as the Poles. The public and the politicians alike have grown a bit numb to the political incorrectness of the Netherlands today. It would seem that the Dutch have a sort of alles mag, anything goes attitude today. It's okay to say whatever in public without inhibition, even if what you're saying is insulting or hurtful to some.
So now we have this general view of how we see the Netherlands.
Known positive stereotypes of the Netherlands include a country of perseverance and bravery, the image of Hans Brinker stopping the leakages in the dike with his index finger, the Delta Works, the picturesque windmills, milk, cheese, tulips, bicycles, and of course the down-to-earth and charming Queen Beatrix. The Netherlands is known as a country of tolerance, humility, and great economic prosperity.
There are, of course, more than a handful of dystopian views of the Netherlands. Some people say that the Dutch are far too liberal, for example. They try and sell drugs and pornography to every tourist, and did you know there are sex shops on every corner of every street? They're also tight with money, so if you go on a date with a Dutchman, ladies or gentlemen, don't expect the meal to be paid for, because the term going Dutch had to come from somewhere after all.
Differences between the old and new culture become more apparent, may create anxieties. The excitement that you felt previously gives way to sort of unpleasant feelings of frustration, anger. While I was quite happily, seeing off, say, this very small beer, my friends and housemates were taking the time, and it was quite a shame because having bought everyone a drink, I didn't want to have to go to the bar myself to get another one. I was expecting someone to get me one back, which took longer than I wanted it to. Yeah, that was frustrating, but the choices part, I observed what was happening, and I thought of something to get around it, namely buying 2 drinks when they got 1.
This is no longer the symbol of Dutchness, but probably the symbol of how many, many cultures fuse together into one symbol. So if I can give you all one as a special thank you. Thank you very much.
He does like tulips, though. Does that make him kind of stereotypically Dutch, then?
No, I wouldn't say it would make him a stereotypical Dutchman. It's an important part of their culture, but there is a lot more.